Howdy, howdy, this is Blue Otter, and today we are playing Turquoise. So there are 3 different biomes here. There is the coral reef, a kelp forest, and a sunset shoal. So I think we're going to go to the kelp forest. We're going to do discovery mode. And a lot of what this is you can just go around with WASD. One thing I do recommend doing is when you first load the game, do make sure that you have some fish loaded in. Come up here, you can see what fish you have. Now some of these are fish that were in the coral reef. I did play around a little bit in there. And the reason I say that is because I played this for the first bit, and ooh, is that a moon jelly? It is a moon jelly. Learned that from Mega Aquarium. So I had like a bug or a glitch or something that I just never spawned any fish. So make sure you have fish when you start. If not, go in, restart. We're going to start now. What you can do is you can zoom in with your mouse wheel, and you can move around with your WASD to go up, down, and side to side. And basically what you do is you just build your stuff here. We're going to start with some rocks. Maybe... And you do Q to bring it closer to you, and E to kind of bring it down, and then you just place it down here like so. Right click will advance to the next one, and escape will back out of it. You can also set the exact day that you want. Like I would like to actually be able to see what I'm doing. So I don't want time to actually be flowing right now. And then you can also just place some rocks down. If you make a mistake, you can undo your action. And that's to delete. I'm trying to remember how to rotate items. How does... Okay, R to rotate. And that's effectively the game, is you are building within this area. Make that... Oh, we can do... Well, I feel like that needs to go down. It is possible you come over here. You can also snap to ground. So especially if you are, or hold on, if you do snapping, and then that way it automatically goes up to whatever you're trying to go up against. Right there, we make another little cave. And one of the things that's really cool about this is you can also have floating islands or floating rocks. Because why not? Okay, now let's go in and we can pull up some plants. Controls do take a little getting used to, but once you get used to them, it's not quite as awkward. Oh, there we go. And then we could just put this. Oh, we've got bigger. Yeah, we've got quite a bit of fish. This is more fish than I had. And oh, look at that. We have an octopus. Oh, that is too cool. Give him a little bit of a, here, we'll give some plants there. And it's just about having the ability to go in and you learn about some different fish. There we go. Trying to get to the point where I want to get to where I have like the barnacles and stuff. Oh, that's cool. Now we're talking. Looks like they're all gonna be... Oh, and then you've got... Oh, that's cool. Even more kelp. But there is a limit to how far back you can actually put stuff. And let's see. What is that? Looks like it's some... Oh, it looks like some ferns or something. There's a bigger copy. Even bigger. And... no idea what that... What is... I had a fish right over there. Oh, is that a... Alright, let's go and look at what kinds of fish we've got. So we've got Mediterranean parrotfish, 3 currently in the reef, kelp forest. So they have this focus mode that you can click on. You can click on any of these fish. You click on this little Wikipedia. So this is a dusty grouper. And it gives you the scientific name, its status. So this one is considered vulnerable. Average size is 80 centimeters. Sociability is solitary. And in-game biome is the kelp forest. And then tells you where you can find it. This is currently the only one that is in the reef. You hit escape and that takes you out. We do have a, looks like a lionfish maybe? A red lionfish, least concern, living as a couple or alone. I told you where they are. We actually have 2 of these. So let's back out. Let's look and see what all we have. So we have this one that we already found, Atlantic horse mackerel. What is this? This is a gray triggerfish. I'm looking to see if there's any of them that I recognize. I do recognize this one because this one is one of the games that one of the ones I have in another game that I've played. That looks like Dory. And then of course we have the red lionfish and a lot of different fish. And then the goal is just to kind of chill, create a environment where you can get to hopefully attract as many of these different fish as possible. I think some of these are... Oh, here's the day octopus. This is the... He's not in here anymore. But I think this is the one that we had before. And as you can see, there are quite a lot of different fish to find. And that starts the day-night cycle again. I think it's fun to have the floating islands. We still have the... He's just hidden back there. And you can click on the fish. Click on this. Okay, that's that one. What's this one? That's the gray triggerfish. And you can see what it is in the day and night cycle. There are also other items that you can do, such as some starfish. Yeah, and this is the kelp forest. Let's go ahead and we're gonna save, but we're gonna go back to the menu. And we're gonna go to the Sunset Shoal. And what is our first fish here? A copper rockfish. It looks like we have the drop off right there. I want to try to get that where it's at a little bit of an angle there. All right, let's going with this with going with this one. Let's do a little bit less rocks. We're just gonna have a couple of plants. I think that's some of that kelp. I want to see, what is this fish? Big nose unicorn fish. Oh, we've got, how many of those do we have? I found the only two that are in the, what are the odds? Coral grouper. And what is this? Coral beauty angelfish. So let's look and see. So we've got the cucuras. I might be mispronouncing some of these. Big unicorn angelfish, coral beauty angelfish, thumbprint emperor. Got a damsel cowfish, copper rockfish. That was the first one we saw, and then the coral grouper. So let's go back to the menu. I meant to save that. Oh good, it did save. We're gonna go. Okay, coral reef. I had barely started it. I just kind of looked at it just to see if fish. I think, yeah, humphead wrasse. What is white spotted jellyfish? Yeah, I didn't really load anything in here. I just wanted to see what all we've got. Achilles tang. Bicolored fox face. Yeah, so this one is the coral reef. And this one is really good for having... What we're gonna do is we're gonna have some rocks. Do we want to have... Put that right there. I want the flat ones. There we are. That's the one I was wanting. And those jellies are huge. Okay, we're going to bring this forward like so. Okay. Now this is where snapping is going to come into play. Those are the only two we've got. Then we've also got, like, we can do this. And we're just going to make a couple. Do I still have snapping on? Nope, snapping turned off. So we're just gonna make some of these go a little bit further. I don't know why the snapping keeps turning off. I feel like that should be where... right here. And there we just go through and just add more and more stuff. Which you can have it be as real as you want and really spend time going in. You can also have things that are just floating, like I have here, and if you decide that nope, I did not mean to have like this item here, you can just there it is right there. You just click on that and you can delete that item. Let's go and see what we've got. Oh, there's our clownfish. We have a cardinal fish. So still have several more fish to find. And as always, you can also click on them. See, we have the Emperor Angelfish, Solitary Least Concern. What about these guys? Achilles Tang. Live in small groups, and they're also least concern. Is that a... yeah, I was wondering if this was another grouper. NASA grouper. Ooh, I see that is also floating. Did I land any of these on the... Alright. But this has been a look at Turquoise. Just a game about fish, and you've got 3 biomes to make them. So let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for watching. Have an utterly fantastic day, and see you next time.